This is my season finale of Max Steel, the season finale. Turbo Nova, part 1 and part 2. I have to say part 1 and part 2 was awesome. It was way better than the season finale of the first season because it was more, because basically what I found out is basically if you watch the season 1, it literally takes that in the consideration because basically Jim, who had the Turbo Star, was working on how to start Malkano when Dread, being the skiving jerk that he is, betrayed him, therefore caused Jim to be teleported into Makino's hand, therefore Dread's the reason why Earth is in danger. So literally Dread not only created Max Steel here, but also brought in the devastation of Earth. So literally it was all Dread's fault that all this came to confer because Jim was gonna solve it by using the Turbo Star to take him out until Dread, with his dumbass, stopped him and stole Jim's Jim's turbo energy for himself because he's greedy. So literally, his greed was gonna cost him more than he wanted. So basically, he wanted the turbo energy so that he can rule the world. But by doing that, he was gonna wind up just like Lex in DC Online and basically cost the end of the world. Because by taking out Jim, you gave Makino the weapon that he needed to absorb Earth into his Hydri. So basically, this is basically what this season finale is. Makino coming for the take over Earth and basically fuse it fuse it his into his units. How I should say, Ultra Links. And basically, I like how basically the Turbo Star did play a key role in it, but it wasn't to take on Makino. It was to take on the Ultra Links, especially Omega Ultra, Omega, o, Ultimates, Ultra Link, Element, Ultimate Elementor here, and basically split them up into the 5 parts. Yeah, basically into the Earth, Fire, Water, Wind, and Metal parts that was sucked into the Earth's atmosphere. So basically, you got them out. Max tried to take on the uh the source of Makino energy, but he couldn't because it was his father Jim who was the source of all that turbo energy. So basically, he couldn't kill his dad because he couldn't live with himself with the fact that if he did, he would lose his dad. So basically, you got that, and Makino got the upper hand. You got the final fight. Still did free Jim. Therefore, you got the carefree reunion between the two. Steel, Jim, and Max. So basically, you got that. Then you got Max, who kind of used all his turbo moves, but it came down to him using Steel as literally beam all of his turbo energy into Adam as a beam of as a as a beam atom to basically take him out. So basically that wasn't enough. So basically you took Max turbo energy and boosted with his father Jim's turbo energy, and it was just enough to take out Machino, therefore destroying the alien fleet. Therefore, Intech won. Therefore, the other prisoners escaped. Therefore, it was kind of teasing if there was gonna be a season 3, but not, because Disney didn't see that this show was gonna be this successful, so literally they canceled it. So I was like, really? You're gonna cancel Max Steel, one of your awesome action shows? I'm sorry, but what do you have that's great on Disney? Only thing that is interesting is basically Hulk, Agent of Smash. That's basically it. I don't like Avengers Assemble, Ultimate Spider-Man. I don't like barely anything else on there. Maybe Phoenix and Verve, yeah, but that's basically it. Half the shows on there aren't cartoons. So what? So basically, I was like, why did they cancel this show? And why did they cancel Slug Terra? I get it. They couldn't. I get that Slug Terra ended with a fair goodbye, but you had 2 movies and you could have used those 2 movies to build on later the 3rd season. But I was okay with Slug Terra ending because it was a great ending. So literally, I'm like, why didn't Max Steel get a 2nd season? Because you could have built on him trying to take care of the other Dread again. I'm just saying Dread escape. So basically, you could have built on that and also built on Vanguard and Rhino in the Dark Council. Yeah, you basically had a 2nd villain to worry about, the Dark Council, and it barely. I was like, what? You basically give us the Dark Council. You basically tell us there's someone worse than Machino out there, and you end with this. It was a good episode. It was a good season finale, but I want more. I want the Dark Council. I want the Dark fucking Council, man. I want to see Max and Vanguard and Intech versus the Dark Council, and basically what's gonna happen with that, and if Dread's gonna team up with them, the Dark Council. I just want to know more. Heck, I would be okay if they made this new comic book. This would make a great standalone uh, uh, comic book issue. Heck, I'll be okay if they took this and gave it to Marvel and made it to a long run series of issues of comic books. Yeah, I would have loved to see Max Steel in the Marvel universe. Yeah, I said it. I would love to see Max Steel in the Marvel universe. He would fit in great. Heck, you can retell it and instead of making it Intech, make him a Shield agent. I'll, it would have fit perfectly because literally Intech could be officiate with Shield. Therefore, you can tie him in with Nick Fury, the Avengers, Fantastic Four, X-Men, the Guardians, and whatever. I can see this show with them. Heck, I can see Alberto hanging out with Tony and Bruce Banner. and Hank Penn or Reed Richards and talking about scientific stuff. But why did it end like that? You know what? I'm just gonna give this a 10 because it was an awesome ending. Yep, awesome ending. But sad that it. I just hate the fact that we got all these secondary characters that they can build on, and we're not gonna get build on them. That's all. That's the only thing I'm upset about. We're not build on the secondary characters that could be built on, like the Dark Council, Ex, Ex Extremis, Dread, Rhinox, and those others. Not gonna be seen again. So basically, overall, like this video, follow me on Facebook, Instagram. Oh yeah, yeah. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. Yeah, also poke me on Instagram, and also tweet me. Until then, stay geeky, my friends.